Hey gang, it's JC and this is the Daily Dose for Monday, December 3rd, 2012. A combined venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Clayton. Great TV archives up top. The eye candy feature right below. And the results of our rock and roll poll question from Friday. When is the appropriate time to turn on your outdoor Christmas decorations? Number one answer, 36%, December 1st. But right behind it at 35%, Thanksgiving night. So anytime between Thanksgiving and December 1st. Only 20% said a couple of weeks before Christmas, and 9% said they turn their lights on when the voice of baby Jesus is heard in their heads. Thank you very much. It's almost 10%. How much do you miss hockey? That Winter Classic is money in the bank. People who don't even care about hockey, don't even like hockey, still watch that Winter Classic. They did it from Fenway and Wrigley Field. They were going to do it from Ann Arbor, the University of Michigan. There are like 110,000 people in the place and millions more watching on TV on New Year's Day. And if they don't do that, then the National Hockey League deserves anything that happens to it after that, as far as I'm concerned. How much do you miss hockey? A, the work stoppage is killing me. B, I miss it, but I'm finding other things to do and watch. Or C, won't they be surprised when they finally do resume and nobody cares? Please answer down in the corner. Results for you on Thursday. We update Daily Dose on Mondays and Thursdays. We're always on Facebook at the Showgram with J.C. Corcoran. A new survey finally reveals the truth once and for all. Women said the biggest turn on in a man is his money. The usual things that make the list, sense of humor, personality, didn't even crack the top 5. After money, the rest of the top 5, status, looks, trust, and dynamism, which I didn't even know was a word. Women also named the top 5 jobs that are the biggest turn-ons, and just like the other list, it's a mix of power and money and status. The top 5, entrepreneur, CEO, actor, banker, and lawyer. Finally, women are telling the truth. 1 out of every 5 people who bought 50 Shades of Grey, 1 out of every 5 was a dude, 20%. Fewer than 30% of the people who bought the book were moms with kids at home. We knew the story on that too, didn't we? Mike Tyson says that when he and Robin Givens were in the process of having their divorce go through, they were still having sex. And one day, Mike Tyson walked in on Robin Givens having sex with Brad Pitt. This is a quote. You should have said the look on his face when he saw me. I'll bet. On Saturday, 25-year-old Kansas City Chiefs linebacker, guy shoots his girlfriend, then shoots himself in front of his coaches at the Kansas City training facility out there. Last night, Sunday night, on Sunday Night Football on NBC, Bob Costas does a little commentary, a little editorial. Really thought it was pretty innocuous, as a matter of fact, and just rubbed up against the whole issue of handgun control. You know, with all the athletes, we've been paying attention to the NFL. We have had a lot of stories about violence and rape and murders and suicides and handgun crimes, guys shooting themselves, all sorts of stuff. And Bob Costas had the audacity to just bump up, just nudge up the whole issue of gun control, and he's being crucified on the internet here today. Frankly, I think everything he said was right. And no, I'm not one of those people trying to take away your guns. And neither is the president, by the way. Because he's been in office for 4 years. He hasn't taken anybody's gun away yet. So get off it, as Arnie would say. 30-year-old groundskeeper committed suicide this weekend at the Cleveland Browns training facility in Ohio. Rough weekend for the NFL. The guy's body was found hanging in a storage shed on Saturday morning. Oh, speaking of Brad Pitt, going back to his story, his new mob movie, Killing Them Softly, bombed at the box office. $7 million. That's all it made. 7th place. Lincoln. Now, here's what I said about the movie Lincoln. I said you go to see this movie for the performance of Daniel Day-Lewis. Never have you seen an actor just absorb into the character he was playing. Not recently, at least. I mean, it's like you're almost watching a documentary of Abraham Lincoln. How did they get this film of him, you know? I mean, that's how much he disappears into this character. Well, you know what? It might be a better movie than I thought. Because I really think that the movie is a little slow, a little procedural was the word I used. Not a bad movie. Certainly worth seeing. And it's actually sort of nice to see that so many people are going to see this movie. It gives me a little faith in moviegoers. Number 3 for the week, Life of Pi, which I still say is like sensory overload and just an amazing piece of filmmaking by Ang Lee. Finished 5th. Flight finished 9th. I think Flight's a terrible movie. Still the best movie I think I've seen is Argo. Silver Linings Playbook, watched it again over the weekend, liked it even better the second time. I promised you a review, or at least a little bit of a hint, of Les Mis, which I got in the mail over the weekend. Member of the St. Louis Film Critics Association, so we get these DVDs sent to the house, and I didn't get to it because I was up on the house fighting with Christmas lights. And the 2 hours I was going to spend watching the movie, I ended up swearing and I tell you, when you're hanging Christmas lights, there are combinations of curse words that I put together on that ladder yesterday you just wouldn't even have believed. Or maybe you would. The TV stations, Channel 5, was running this obnoxious, offensive, creepy, stupid, distracting crawl across the top of the screen for the better part of a week saying, oh, you know, we're having a big fight with the satellite provider and DirecTV's not being fair to us and all that. You're trying to watch a show, and they're running this big, fat, obtrusive thing across the top of the screen. They just don't care. You know why? Because you have corporate types who are just moving money around and stuff like that, who have absolutely no idea what pisses off viewers. And so they want to get into some sort of pissing match with DirecTV, and the viewers are the ones who suffer because you're just trying to mind your own business, watch a TV show, and this giant, fat, ridiculous, obnoxious thing, they keep running it over and over and over again. It doesn't change anything. They end up working it out at the very end anyhow. We have nothing to do with it. You know, network viewing and local TV viewing is way, way down in this country over the last few years, and they wonder why. The Rams. All right, first of all, congratulations. I like the way the defense played, and I like the way the guys hung in there yesterday. That having been said, there's a lot of Rams players that don't know how to play football yet. And you know, you got Hecker, 14-yard punt in overtime at the worst possible time. Zerline is hot and cold. I like the guy, but, you know, is Sam moving the offense? Not usually. Does he have what he needs to move the offense? Not usually. Fisher's got this team playing better, no question about it, in most cases. And they're about 2-3 years away. About 2-3 years from now, just about the time the team moves out of St. Louis. Rick Majerus dies over the weekend, and he was a nice man and a good coach. I only met him a couple of times. It is also a reminder that in this country, more people now die of obesity-related diseases and illnesses than die from hunger or starvation. Now, I said that on Facebook yesterday, and a gentleman by the name of Greg Foppel, who is a big, fat, Kentucky Fried Chicken-eating motherfucker, started writing all sorts of nasty things about me on Facebook. And he, look at this. Look at this. Okay. Greg, eat as much as you want. Okay? Eat until you explode. See if I care. I don't. People who think they can just get on the internet, get on your Facebook account, and just start calling you names like it's fifth grade. I'm a cockhead, you know, because my name is Corcoran. So now I'm a cockhead. Ah, Greg. Man, oh man. Drive that limo, fat ass. NBC doing a remake of The Sound of Music. Carrie Underwood starring as the nun turned nanny Maria. This is a bad idea. It's going to be they're going to do this live. It's a 3-hour show. They're going to do it live on NBC sometime next year. According to a new survey of single women, here are the average stats. The average single woman dated 2 different men every month for a total of 24 different guys by the end of the year. Wow! 60% of single women dated more than one guy at the same time. Just under half kept a guy on the side who they could call and hook up with whenever. And finally, the average single woman lives with friends, but about 1 in 5 still lives with their parents. According to a new study by a British sex toy company, you might want to rest up this week because next Tuesday is the most fertile day of the year. September 16th. September 16th is the most common birthday. I'm sorry, I was right the first time. It's December 11th. So let me just get this right. I got my Septembers and my Decembers mixed up. Okay, so September 16th is the most common birthday. That means December 11th is the day of conception, and that's next Tuesday. People are apparently just more festive in December, and there's also some speculation that the man seed, as the weather gets colder, is more potent or something, although I don't know that that's been proved. And I'm sorry I screwed up that story, but I blush so much when I have to talk about sexual relations. All right, JC's Eye Candy today. You might be interested in this. Next month, there's going to be a room at one of the casinos, one of these banquet facilities, and over 300 of the most recognizable names in local radio over the last 40 years are planning to attend. And a lot of the pictures that have been sent in to promote this event are on a website, and I have it listed for you right now at JC's Eye Candy. Some of the pictures are, and I try not to use this word if it doesn't apply, but they're unbelievable. They're unbelievable. Now, I've sent in a bunch of pictures, and a lot of other people have too. And if you are a fan of St. Louis FM rock radio history, you've got to check this out. And maybe you want to come to the event too. So it's right below what you're looking at right now on JC's Eye Candy. All right, again, JC's Rock and Roll poll for the week. How much do you miss hockey? Please answer in the corner. We update on Mondays and Thursdays here on the Daily Dose, and we're on Facebook at the Showgram with JC Corcoran. In the meantime, that's it. The Daily Dose for Monday, December 3rd, 2012. Combined venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Clayton. In the meantime, we've beaten this one to death. Have a good one. See you later. Bye.